Breaking news this evening, Isaiah Neyor, former Texas and Wyoming wide receiver, has committed to the Nebraska Cornhuskers to play for Matt Rule and Marcus Satterfield for the 2024 and potentially 2025 seasons. Let's get into it, but before we do, please hit the subscribe button and like the video. Wow. Again, I was basically about to make another video that I was going to drop tomorrow, another film reaction, and I just checked Twitter to see the news that Isaiah Neyor officially committed. I made a video earlier today that talked about him potentially being a silent commit, that he committed earlier this week when he got on campus. That turned out to be true, and he made it official just now. This is a big get for Nebraska. This isn't one of those commits where you can downplay and say, okay, it is what it is. No, this is a really, really big get. I understand he has not produced in the last 2 years. That's not his fault. Injuries happen. I said this before. Every single year, every single game he's been healthy, he has produced at a great level. He had 900 yards for Wyoming in 2021. He played as a true freshman at Wyoming. This is a guy who every single Texas fan was hyping up the second he got on campus. They were hyping up last offseason, the offseason before. He has so much national interest. I think people are familiar with Josh Pate, who covers college football for CBS. He was hyping up Isaiah Neyor as one of his breakout guys. And obviously that didn't happen because of injury. But Isaiah Neyor, man, he fits this offense. He's a big wide receiver listed at 6'3". At the end of the day, guys, this is huge for Matt Rule. This is huge for our offense. We need more wide receivers. Our receiver room is not very good the way it is, right? I keep saying this. Our best receiver is Jalen Lloyd, a guy whose main sport isn't even football. It's been track his entire life. Our second best receiver is Micah Coleman. Again, these guys are very talented receivers. Granted, they just aren't due to really move the needle and aren't to the place where opposing defensive backs are scared of us. They're not scared of us. When you add guys like Isaiah Neyor in the mix, when you add guys like Jamal Banks, who we're hoping commits very soon, then we start to see defenses start to adjust because they're getting scared of the guys potentially going up against them. So this is a big get for Nebraska. It's just all about staying healthy for Isaiah Neyor. He's a culture guy, fits Matt Rule's culture very well. Again, we know how picky Matt Rule is when it comes to the portal. He's not going to take a guy he's not certain will be an instant contributor and instant fit into what he's doing here, and I think that's exactly what he got here in Isaiah Neyor. So very, very big get for Nebraska. It's all about staying healthy. If he does that, the rest will be history, and he'll be a very productive player for the Huskers. You'll start to see a lot of national people start to jump on board and say, hey, this is a big get for Nebraska. I'm liking what they're building, and I am too. The last thing I'll say about Isaiah Neyor, and I've said this before, everything Matt Rule is doing this offseason is about surrounding Dylan Raiola with the best talent. Again, the more talent you put around Dylan Raiola, the better he develops. He develops better tendencies. Again, if you give him no good wide receivers, no good O-line play, he's going to develop bad tendencies. He's going to break out of the pocket too quick. He's not going to find a man downfield. He's going to basically throw it away when he doesn't need to. Again, among other things, like we've talked about in our film breakdowns. If you haven't seen that, check the link in my bio. But it's all about developing good tendencies when it comes to Raiola and giving him the best chance to succeed, because when you do that, you give the team the best chance to succeed. So, again, great addition, great job. Props to the staff. He basically into the portal right away, and we got him right away. So very big props to Matt Rule and Marcus Satterfield. But that's the video, everybody. Really quick here on this Friday night. Enjoy yourself, but as always, go Big Red, go Matt Rule. See you next one.